Welcome back to MKE Gadgets. A few months ago, I built this welding clamp rack, and a few things have changed in my life. The first one was I was introduced to maker pipe. Maker pipe is a set of connectors that uses 3/4 inch EMT conduit, and you can make a wide range of items. This is my 6th video using maker pipe. Stick around the end of the video. I've learned 3 new techniques that works well with maker pipe, and I'll share them at the end of the video. The second thing that changed since I made that video, I have a Rhino table welding cart. I really like this table, but I think it has one flaw that doesn't work for me. You can see down below here, it has a rack for storing all your clamps. The only problem with that is when you're welding up here and grinding, any dust will get on your clamps. So that's going to be added to my maker pipe rack. I'm going to remove all these clamps and make custom holders for each clamp. Well, here's the new rack in maker pipe. Looks much cleaner, much better, and it holds a lot more clamps. So if you're not familiar with maker pipe, what it is, it's this clamping system. The tube here is 3/4 inch EDM conduit, and you can purchase that at your local Mega Big Box store. As one bolt will tighten both these down, and this is pretty tight. I'll put a link down below to makerpipe.com. They have a lot of projects on their website, and they can help you with anything you want to do. So let's roll in here and take a closer look. So down here I have 21 U-hooks, and I have my clamps on there. And when you do TIG welding, you want to have different stainless steel brushes for different materials. So I got one for stainless, one for steel, and one for aluminum. Here's my clamps on there. One hand takes it on and off. These 2 hooks I face backwards. I don't have anything that hangs on them yet, and that way I know if something is missing, if one of the hooks is empty. On this top rack, I wanted it off my fireproof curtain so that clamps could swing a little bit, and you could easily open and close them and get them on and off. And here I use 2 45s. Again, this all goes together with one screw. It's very easy and very nice to use. As promised at the beginning of the video, I would show you 3 new hacks I've learned when using the maker pipe. Here I drill a 3/16 hole through both sides, and this is for the hooks I used. When I bolt these together, you want to use a lock washer. I'm not sure if you're familiar with these star locking washers, and they have these little teeth, and they dig into the material and underneath your nut, so it doesn't come loose on you. When you drill through the conduit, it kicks up a little burr, as you can see here. I don't remove that, and I use that like the locking star washer. So I'll put my nut on there, and when I tighten that down, it will kind of dig into the nut and stop it from coming free. Something I came up with. The next hack I learned on Maker's Pipe YouTube website, and that is use your cordless drill with the 5mm Allen key on there. You put that in there. I have my clutch here set at screw and number 10. Every drill is going to be different. This is a really nice hack. Make sure you get the Allen head in there all the way, and then tighten it down. And you can hear the clutch kicking out. That way you don't over tighten and strip out the head of that screw, and it's really tight. That's not coming loose. In fact, I went to all my previous projects around the shop. I used this technique to tighten all my fittings. And believe me, some of them were a little bit loose by hand. So here's my 3rd hack of the day. And you take your ordinary 6-inch quick clamp, and I made these jaws that clamp onto the conduit. 2 of them are the exact same. And you need a washer. So to store the washer, I printed little grooves in there, and that holds the washer tight. So you mark your conduit where you want to cut your pipe, and you put the clamp on there, and you slide the washer over. This is just a big fender washer I got at the local Mkegadgets store, and I had to go in there and open it up a little bit so it fit over the conduit. Slide that just a little bit so you see your cut line, and tighten down your clamp. With that all set, I use my portable bandsaw, and I just hold the blade so the blade is parallel with the washer, and cut. That's a pretty new blade, but I cut through that conduit pretty quick. The saw did kick up a burr. We'll take care of that in a minute. Put a combination square on there and you can see it's pretty good. Yeah, it might be off a little bit. When you use the maker pipe connectors, half of the time your saw cut is on the inside. Now that little burr, let's take care of that. I've used this in my other videos. It has a little blade in there. You put on the conduit, and it takes that burr right off. It puts a nice chamfer on the outside and a nice chamfer on the inside. And a lot of times I use these 3D printed caps. And with that, look around there and it matches up pretty good with my cut line. So all I gotta do is print 2 of these. They're the same model. I'll put a link down below to Thingaverse. And to store the washer, you just put it in between there, give it a couple squeezes, and that washer's not going to fall out. This is Mkegadgets. I hope you enjoyed today's video, working with maker pipe. Put down below in the comments if you have ever used maker pipe, or if you'd like to. Please share this with your friends. Please support my channel by subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.